You're with Clement Manyathela
on 702.
Let's walk the talk. Streaming on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856.
92.7 and 106 FM.
Minutes after 9 o'clock. Dumelang, happy Friday. Welcome to the Clement Manyathela show. It's great to keep you company this morning. How has your week been? I hope it's been productive. You know, if it was a week from hell, askis, I'm sorry about that. But we have an opportunity to start again next week, don't we? So let's wrap up this week on a good note, shall we? In fact, because it's a Friday and some of you have had a hectic, stressful week, how about we relax you a bit? Huh? So if you have had a stressful week and there's a song that I can play for you that can somehow soothe you and relax you a bit, why don't you send it to me now on WhatsApp and I will play it just for you. Huh? First come, first serve, okay? So you can do that right now. If you've had a hectic week, but there's a song that when it plays, it soothes you and really changes your mood a bit. That's the bit I wanna do this morning for you. So send it to me on WhatsApp and I'll see what I can do. It's a Friday, and you know what we do every Friday? We do Gratitude Friday. This is where you can call us or send us a WhatsApp voice note this hour on the 702 open line to tell us what you are grateful for this week. What happened this week that put a smile on your face? What happened this week that reminded you how blessed you are? Huh? What are you grateful for? We want to celebrate with you. I'm actually grateful today that my schoolwork is almost done. I submitted 2 hectic assignments just over the last, 6 days? Huh? And the last one is going to be submitted on Monday. So that would be like 3 assignments in less than 10 days. So it's been a hectic week and I'm grateful that at least 2 of those assignments are submitted. That's what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for? Get in touch right now. 011-883-0702. The WhatsApp line is 072-702-1702. Here's a question. Are there things that you think you are too old for? Or that you think other people are too old for? Did you see that Malawi's former president, President Peter Mutharika, has been declared the winner of last week's elections at the age of, wait for it, 85. Are you kidding me? Official results show that he won 57% of the vote compared to 33% of President Lazarus Chakwera, who is 70 years old. And look, this is obviously not the oldest president we have had, particularly on this continent, but some really old leaders got in the positions a while back and have stayed in office since. So they get older as they are in office. But my goodness, at 85, you still campaigned, you still had energy for it, somehow. And you know who the world's oldest head of state is? Cameroon's president, Paul Biya. He is 92 years old. There are actually elections in Cameroon coming up, and this old man is not even there to campaign. And he's seeking, I think, an 8th term, if I'm not mistaken. He's nowhere to be seen. And other people are going to be campaigning. Yeah? They probably can't afford for him to be in public because the health is deteriorating, possibly. I mean, these guys are just too old to run for president. The question, though, is, are there certain things that you are too old for, or that you think other people are too old for? I've said before that I think clubbing, for instance, and I spoke to Bongani about it earlier, clubbing, I think, has sort of a time limit, and I could be wrong. You let me know. I mean, if you are older than 45, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're doing in a club. I'm sorry to judge you. Do you think that, for instance, clubbing must have a time limit? Or are there people out there who are older than 50, for instance, or even older than 60 who still go out to clubs? Huh? And how do you stay up? Don't you fall asleep there in the club? One of the producers said this morning that tattoos must have a time limit. You can't be really old and you're getting a tattoo. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that. But you can tell me what you think. Oh, there's piercings as well. Are there people you think are just too old for that? I think it depends where you pierce, I guess. And look, obviously, everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do to their bodies or whatever they want to engage in, right? But there are people who choose not to do certain things because they think they're too old for that. And someone recently said to me, this chap who was shopping for a vehicle, and I suggested a coupe or coupe, as other people say, a 2-door vehicle. And this chap said to me, no, dude, I'm 39. I can't be driving a 2-door vehicle. And I thought, really? So a lot of people put time limits even on something like that. What are those things for you that you think I'm just too old for this? Or that you think other people are just too old for? 011-883-0702. WhatsApp's on 0727021702.
Clement Manyathela. Streaming on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856
92.7
and 106 FM.
Cedric, you calling us from Midrand. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement. How are you?
I'm all right, my brother. How are you doing?
No, I'm very good. Thanks for asking.
Are we clubbing tonight?
No, not at all. I just wanted to, weigh in on the reason why I decided to stay away from clubbing. I'm 34 of age now.
Yeah.
And I actually decided this year that I'm growing old. I'm only left with 1 year, to finish my youthfulness. So I now have to start mapping my way forward on the kind of life that I want to live, and outgrow some of the habits. And I had to look at, what really clubbing is all about. Just going there, spending excessive amounts of money on alcohol, which are obviously overpriced. You don't get time to rest. You come back in the morning. There's just a lot of trouble that comes with that, And at the same time, you want to save some money to achieve your goals, so that at least there could be progress in your life, So I actually changed my kind of habits. Now I like to do camping. I love quiet, it allows me to think and to reconnect with myself, and realign. So, yeah, that's what I've decided to do, and it's quite helping me a lot. I've seen a lot of progress in my life. A lot of savings are there, So, yeah, clubbing is out of the picture.
Okay. Cedric in Midrand says, no longer for me. Yeah, that's interesting. And by the way, guys, not everybody who goes to a club goes there to waste money, right? There are people who actually don't even drink alcohol, but they are there. They'll go to a club, they'll go and enjoy themselves because for them it's about the experience, meeting new people, dancing, and whatever happens in a club. So it's not everybody who goes there, for instance, who ends up spending thousands and thousands on alcohol.
Good morning, Clement. Hope you're well. Listen, I think I'm too old to be a boyfriend. I'm a 36-year-old man, no kids. Just recently, I think 2-3 weeks ago, got into a relationship. I'm really hoping this is it because I feel like I'm too old to be a boyfriend. I would like to be a husband now. Thank you very much. Hector in Midrand.
Hector. So that's fascinating. Hey? That is so. Congratulations on meeting someone. But guys, don't you already know when you meet someone that this is going to be the one? Because Hector says, I just recently got into a relationship and I'm hoping this is the one. But normally, like the romantic stories we often hear from the married couple is that, oh, I knew when I set my eyes on him. Oh, when I saw her for the first time, I knew then and there that this is the woman I'm going to get married to, or that's my husband. Isn't that the case? So with Hector is still trying to figure out if this person that he's been with is the one. Either way, Hector, I wish you all the best. I hope that is the right person for you. And I hope you can, figure that out and end up proposing, because you don't want to be a boyfriend for too long, hey?
Oh, Clement. Morning, Clement, and your listeners. I'm grateful that I completed my two short courses that I was doing simultaneously in software engineering. In the midst of, chaos, motherhood, work life, relationship chaos, and all that, I still managed, to pass. I'm grateful for my family, that are always willing to take my daughter and look after her. Like my mom and my dad are absolutely exceptional. So I'm really, really so grateful for them. I'm also grateful that, I'm literally getting back to myself. I have, more composure. I'm not, stressed by things like they used to get to me. So I'm so grateful.
Good morning, Clement and team. On my side, it's Kagiso. I'm grateful for the growth that I see in our business. On our YouTube channel this week, we reached 100K views on one of our soul and ballad DJ mixes. So I'm very excited for that. We released a song called Change by Mr. Z. I'm grateful for the growth and all the work that's coming. I mean, we're having these boat sessions. We just filled the boat. So it's like we're just achieving things and growing by day. But this week, was one of the most. So, Kagiso from Boxburg.
Good morning, Clement. What I'm grateful for is the birth of my daughter. So I gave birth on Monday. It was a hectic emergency C-section. So those who know the risks. But it all went well. She's here, she's healthy, she's chubby, cute, just the most beautiful thing ever. So that's what I'm grateful for. This is Princess from North Riding.
Oh,
Have a great weekend.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. What are you grateful for? Give us a call. That's a WhatsApp voice note. It's 21 after 9.
Your voice,
Your station.
your open line
Walk the talk with Clement Manyathela.
on 702.
25 minutes after 9 o'clock. This is the 702 open line. We are taking your calls, your WhatsApps as well. I've asked you, what is that one thing that you think you're just simply too old for? Because the Malawian president doesn't think he's too old to be president. He's 85 and he has just won elections in Malawi. There's the Cameroonian president who's 95. He is expected to be campaigning for an 8th term in the office, and he's nowhere to be seen because he's poor man, probably sleeping somewhere. That's how hectic it is. These guys just go after power, but you wonder, do they even have the energy for it? So what is that one thing that you think you're old for? It's Friday, so we're doing Gratitude Friday as well. What are you grateful for this week? Robert, you're calling us from Soweto. What are you old for? Good morning.
Yeah, at Clement, I grew up in church.
Yeah.
Going to church, and I was playing keyboard there in church.
Oh.
But now I feel like I'm too old. Yes.
No, you are those
like now
guys.
I'm too old.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 40s, in my 42.
You can still do it.
No, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's just only boys that are sitting there and playing keyboard. I just feel like it's for boys. It's not my place now to play keyboard. So yeah.
Maybe mentor the younger generation there at church, Robert, to take over from you.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe try that out. Hey, okay. Robert in Soweto says I'm just too old to play the keyboard at the church. Abel, we still owe people a song. Okay, this is, in fact, speaking of clubs, this is one of the songs that came through. And you'll understand why. Actually, it somehow gels with what we're talking about today, about clubs.
Your voice,
Your station.
your open line
Walk the talk with Clement Manyathela.
on 702.
25 minutes before 10 o'clock.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Capacity. Mr. Capacity, good morning, happy Friday. Please help us with the name of the song and the artist for this banger you are playing now. For this banger you are playing for us this Friday. Please, have a good one. Have a good one, Mr. Manyathela. Have a good one, Clemmy. Peter in 4 ways.
Sure, Peter. This name of the song is Uvalo by Jazz Works and Tukutela and Babalwa M. I'm told that they actually performed at the 702 Walk the Talk, which was back in July, hey? Yeah, they were there at the 702 Walk the Talk. So if you came through, you would have seen them live on stage. But yeah, Uvalo is the name of the song. Artist is Jazz Works, featuring, I think, Tukutela and Babalwa M.
Morning, Clement. So I'm 33 and I definitely feel I'm too old to have another child. As a result, I've put measures in place to make sure that, it doesn't happen, God willingly, unless nature defies science. And I'm definitely also too old for clubbing and being in any loud places. I've actually never even understood the notion around clubbing. So the only loud place I'll be is at a music festival maybe, but generally just sitting at some loud club, pub or whatever, definitely not for me.
And you're not sitting, remember, you're standing. Or are there seats in clubs now? Huh? I think you're standing the entire time. So for 4 hours, if you're there for 4 hours, you're just standing. And people are stepping on you and they're pushing you around. And it's dark. You can't really see who's who. And you can't have a conversation because the music is so loud. Yeah, hey. On YouTube, someone says, Clement, good morning. Please keep me anonymous. I'm 52 years old and I have a new baby, 10 months old. Wow. Although she's adorable and so much fun to have, but I feel like I'm just too old to be having a baby. Well, you've got a little angel at the age of 52. That's quite incredible, hey? Yeah, that's quite incredible. I wonder, like, is that it for you now, or you wouldn't mind another one? That's beautiful, and yeah, thank you for sharing that story with us.
Hi, 702 team. Just in terms of what you were talking about with regards to realizing that you're too old for something, I'm one of those people that was very lucky. I was raised by parents who kept telling me that I can be anything that I set my mind to. Unfortunately, I'm 46 years old and I've come to the rather terrible conclusion and realization that I can never be a KTV presenter. I really wanted to be one. So, yeah, sometimes you are too old to make a dream come true.
That's so interesting. Remember, I wanted so bad to be a YoTV presenter when I was young. And then when I was much older, I wanted so bad to be a top billing presenter. These dreams that we had, hey? I actually saw Hulisani Ravele. Who was Hulisani on YoTV? Sisi. Yes. I was at Gibbs this past weekend because our class was having like a little party now that we're finishing off the year, and I saw Hulisani was a presenter on YoTV. So we happened to be at the campus because she's also studying there. So she comes to say hi, and so the guys I was working with from my class are like, that's Sisi from YoTV. I was like, yeah, that's her right there. But isn't that fascinating that Sisi was, these were the people we watched when we were children, and we wanted to be them. We wanted to be on YoTV working with them. Hey? And I always tell the guys that I now know who've worked on YoTV that, how blessed you guys were. We used to watch and we just used to admire how incredible you were, how talented you were. But we wanted to be in your shoes. We wanted to work for your TV too. So yeah, that voice note just reminds me of all those dreams, eh?
Good morning, Clement. I think I'm too old to argue or fight with some people or anyone. Thank you.
Morning, Clement. I'd like to remain anonymous for this one. With regards to age limit, I wouldn't really say age limit, but I think it all depends on maturity with clubbing. I'm 35 and clubbing, that doesn't do for me anymore now. Last month I was invited to a birthday party and it was hosted in the club. I kid you not, I got there and I did not know what to do. Was I supposed to keep my hands up or just keep dancing as I look around? It was just so awkward for me. And that's when I just told myself, I think clubbing days are over for me. So, yeah, unfortunately, clubbing, nah. Thanks.
Where are the pro clubs people? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who do it, which is fine, right? Each for their own. Like, there are some people who really just enjoy it. They enjoy, like, the environment. They enjoy, like, just the mood. And I want to know, like, what is it for you think, that really makes you enjoy something like that? Because there are people who are much older. Because a lot of you are 35, 34 who are saying, I don't do it anymore. But there are people who are over 40, over 50 who still do clubbing and they enjoy it. Right. And again, you've got every right to want to do that. This is not really, a moment to judge you, but I'd like to know, what is it for you that still attracts you there, at whatever age? What do you enjoy the most, about that experience?
Hi, Clement. I'm 38 years old and I feel I am too old to date. Can someone just meet me today? I'll be in my wedding gown and we do the things. Like, we don't need to be dating for 3 months, 6 years, whatever. Like, just propose. We meet today. Next weekend, negotiations. After a month, we have the full thing and we move on. We keep it moving. But I'm too old to date. I don't have the knees or the back for these murky dating waters.
Yeah, listen, I agree with you. Where can we meet you, ma'am? Because, wow, that's hectic, hey? That's why people often say umjolo, like the dating scenes are just crazy. Can you imagine going through that experience of getting to know someone from scratch? I'm sorry, I don't have the energy for that as well. Like, I just don't. So if you meet someone and you think that's remotely the person that you love, go for it, my friends. Because when you are over 30, yeah. And then you meet people who still want to go, like, still want to have fun and date. And you're like, I don't have time for that. Like, are you doing this or not? And that's why mostly women who would ask, what are we doing? And some men don't like that question because it forces them then to confront the reality of this thing and where it's going to end up. But I hear what you say, my sister. I hear what you say. Apparently it's crazy out there, hey?
Clement, it has to be clubbing. I am way too old for clubbing. Bona, 2 weeks ago, I went to my sister's 30th birthday celebration. She had it at Eastwood in Pretoria. 9:30. 9:30, I was already yawning. 10 o'clock, I was like, it's time for me to leave. Goodbye. Ubered myself home. I didn't even tell them that I was leaving until I got home, sent them a text. I am in my bed. So clubbing for me, I'm too old for that. I'm 35 years old. Bye.
Keletsa, you calling us from Sandton. Good morning.
Hi, Clement. How are you?
Hey, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm right, thanks. It's Gillis. To the people that don't club because of a certain age, you included.
Yeah.
Did you club before or not?
Yeah, I've done it before when I was in varsity. A lot when I was in varsity. Well, not a lot, but yeah, like twice, maybe 3 times every 6 months or whatever.
I think it's also because it's the club scene in South Africa has changed so much that people are just sadly pretentious. People go there to take content for their social media, to sit. People are not partying like we used to back in the day. It's not. Like, that's why there's always throwbacks where people are like kids today or millennials won't know what to do. Like, I still party, not a lot locally, but when I travel, I make sure that I go out. And my friend's parents, I mean, the dad is 63. We're going to H2O. He always parties with us. Like, it's that thing. So it's like, why are you going there, and what's your takeaway from it? You know, I think it's the experience that you want. But if you want to go there and then look at Lemon taking selfies and like that's it with their ring lights, and it's like, no, you're going to get irritated whether you're drinking or not.
So how old are you now, Khaled?
I'm old. I'm 37. I'm joking. I'm 37.
37, okay. I mean, you are still fairly young. What do you enjoy the most about the clubbing? Like, is it, because what I remember about clubbing is you are standing the whole night, and there's just these
but
lights.
Clement, we work now, so we can afford the table. So we don't stand for like 7 hours.
So you're buying that table here, 2,500.
No, because what are you going to drink? That's another thing. It's like, how many of you guys are there? What are you guys going to drink? It makes sense that way. So it's not, unless you're there to show off people, those are the people that you shouldn't be hanging around. You kind of calculate it, and then you'll nap for like
that
the
makes
next 2
sense,
days.
because in my mind, when we were in varsity, we couldn't afford to sit on those chairs because you needed to buy a bottle of something.
Yes.
But to your point, siyasebenza manje, we're working, so you can, you are with people.
Balance.
Yeah, you can balance it out. Okay, maybe I'll try it out. Any advice? Because I really still want to live. It's just that it's not a thing that I enjoy, but I would like to experiment. If I asked you now, Kelly, so if I wanted to go check out like a club, like maybe here in Joburg or in Durban, in Cape Town, what would you suggest?
I said I don't club at home.
Oh, not at home? Okay, anything. Tell me anything.
No, so because you travel a lot, right? Look
And
at
I've
the
tried,
genres
and I've
that
gone
you
out,
like.
by the way, I've gone out because when I'm traveling, I do want to test out, like part of me experiencing a place is I would go to like, even like a club, overseas. But I've also seen, like I would leave probably by 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And apparently that's when people actually come in.
No! So overseas they even start later than South Africa. They start at like 11. So
yes.
You can have your day activities, you can nap,
Yeah.
and then go out, because you're not going to make it if you get there or want to leave at like 10.
Yeah.
People are leaving at like 5 a.m. If you're there before 10, you're not going to make it.
Oh my goodness.
You're going to end up being awake. You're going to end up being awake for over like 24 hours.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so my
It's not
experience
gonna
hasn't
happen.
been great because I would go to these clubs at 8 p.m. There's nobody there. I'm all alone by the bar. And then when I leave at 11 p.m., I'm told that's when
the
people are
parties
coming in. And I'm
started.
like, sir, I need to sleep.
No, I'll send you a list on Twitter for what
Send me
you
a
should
list,
do when you're
Keleto.
traveling.
Yeah, I'd like to check it
Enjoy.
out. Yeah, thank you, Keleto. In Senton. I really would like to probably go and check it out just once. Yeah? Who knows? Maybe we'll fall in love with it. And I'll take all of you with me the next time, and we can... do we book the tables? Yeah. Do you call the club and book a table as well? Or is come first serve? It's 11 minutes before 10.
Your station.
Your open line
Walk the talk with Clement Manyathela.
on 702.
9 minutes before 10 o'clock. There's some WhatsApp voice notes that have come through from some of you who are grateful for some things this week. I'll come back to some more calls and WhatsApps around the things that you think you're too old for.
Morning, Clement. This morning I am grateful that I got to spend the holiday on Wednesday fully with my kids. I had been traveling a lot for work in the last couple of weeks, so I'm grateful that I got to spend the whole day with them and play with them. That was amazing. And I'm also grateful that I made headway with my plans for my 40th birthday party, which is coming up later this year. I'm just grateful for the gift of life. It's something I don't take for granted, that I live to plan my 40th.
Hi, Clement. What has put a smile on my face this week is the fact that UNISA has given us an opportunity to walk down that stage and receive our certificates, although we had already received our certificates during COVID, so we couldn't graduate in 2021. So I'm so happy and thankful to God for having this opportunity to walk down that stage and wear that gown and take those photos. Thank you.
Good morning, Clement. This is Nombulelo Tamba. Today's my birthday. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm turning 50. Thank you to Father God.
Hi, good morning, Clement. How are you? Great show as always. Me, I'm grateful about my two daughters. The one, she's been a teacher for like 5 years now. And the other one, she just graduated last year, December. She was doing a degree in Bachelor in Administration, even though she hasn't found work, but I'm grateful for that. So she's still working. She's still looking for work. Thank you, Karabo and Krugersdorp.
Oh, thank you, Karabo. That's amazing. Naledi, you calling us from Rustenburg. Go ahead. Good morning.
Yes. I love myself. We used to enjoy clapping, even if I don't do it nowadays.
Yeah.
We'll move from Middle Zone 10 by then go to Alexander to the moving Prospect, then go to Natal Spread the whole evening, spent it there. There was a club called 702. Until 4 o'clock. When the door closes, we'll come back again to home. Then I won't mention the names because some of them are ministers and deputy and whatever. So we'll enjoy ourselves. Then another day, it was the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, until Sunday. We'll never get
when are you sleeping, Naledi?
Our youth, I'm telling you. Hello?
When were you sleeping then? If the whole weekend you're like clubs.
I will sleep during the day. They will go and work because I won't mention what profession. Some of them are ministers.
Yeah.
In the evening, we start again, work classes. Natal Spread, racing cars, all those things. We enjoyed our youth, I'm telling you.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing, Naledi. Yeah. I must take you out for lunch, Naledi, to tell me who are those politicians you're going out with. But sounds like you guys had fun, and that's what matters, right? Do it because you enjoy it, and do it and have fun. Do it because you want to do it, and because it's something that you enjoy. It doesn't disadvantage you in any way.
Hi, Clement and team. Zippo here. Clement, I've always wanted to have a PlayStation. I've always wanted to have one. And when the I think it's the PS5 came out, I went and bought it. I played that thing for like 30 minutes and I realized, no, man, I'm too old for this. And now it belongs to my son. I'm 38 years old.
Hi, Clement. I am like too old to go clubbing. So a couple of weeks ago, I think in August, I went to Eastwards in Pretoria. I managed to stay up until about like 2 a.m. I think the club closed and we were still there. And I was pushing. And we went to another club. I can't remember the name, but it's also in Pretoria. I'm telling you, I fell asleep on the table. I just folded my arms and I dropped my head and I went to sleep. I am 34 years old. And yeah, that was my last stint at trying to be young. This is Lee from Centurion.
Lee. You're too young to be falling asleep in a club. Anonymous in sentences, Clement, I'm 45. My partner is 60. And we go to the club regularly, not just any club. We go where there's a mature crowd, all people our age and older. Not pretentious nonsense. I don't know why they're not calling in. There are many of us out here. They play like only old school music that we can relate to and dance to. We have tables. We can even order something to eat in between. Oh, really? But my partner and I don't sit down for long. We dance to every good song till closing time. I love that we both still have the energy to dance all night. It makes us feel young. I feel sorry for people who can't. That's a message there from Anonymous. Oh, that's so cool, Anonymous. And I love that you're doing this with your partner, right? I love that you're doing it with your partner. So when you guys decide we're going home at 4 a.m., both of you are arriving home at 4 a.m. That doesn't cause lots of trouble, hey?